Well, to both 49er and Seahawk fans, to the Seahawk fans, we got a little hope. To the 49er fans, it's not looking so good that you might miss the playoffs this year.
Let's talk football.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the game of the year, if you are a Seahawks fan, as the Seahawks finally, after almost 3 years, have finally beaten the 49ers again.
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
We repeat, the 49ers will sweep the Seahawks again.
And when all odds were stacked against them, they were 6.5 point underdogs on the road in San Francisco. They were still able to finish the job. But my goodness, this was by far the game of the year for the Seahawks. And this was by far our Super Bowl right here because, man, I said this from the start of the season that the Seahawks were going to split with the 49ers. And to all those Niner fans that said the Seahawks were going to get swept by y'all again, what y'all gotta say now, huh?
Did he just... No way.
And to kick things off, I kept a few of the receipts from some of the 49er fans that came and chatted on my channel. And I went back and watched some of them, so I'm going to list that before we get into the video in no particular order. So, pretty much, G. Perez Niners 49 and had two comments on my videos. He said, see begins have a better front office. Really? With question marks. You are clueless, but and then the most notably part is don't get me started on all the players. Wait, where was it? Get ready to get swept. Y'all clueless, bro. And that guy, G. Perez, ha! I'm taking this moment to have this moment because I have waited for this day for a long time, so I'm not holding back. And then Prime Guy Mike. He said Niners are guaranteed to sweep the Seahawks. What you gotta say now, bud? What you gotta say now? And then Tyson 1954. He said chances are the 49ers, which he said in kind of like a sarcastic manner. And he also said that the Seahawks are going to get swept by the 49ers. Well, what do all those people have to say now? Because we just beat you.
A word of advice? Stop thinking aloud.
So, and also, an interesting stat before we get deep into this video, I want to throw this out. The 49ers are the first team since 2000 to have 3 division losses in 3 division games where they have led with 4 or more points entering the fourth quarter. So, not looking smooth for the 49ers, I will say that much. But the question is, sorry it took a long wait, but it was long overdue for us Seahawks fans, and we're just taking in our moment. But the question is, was this a Seahawks win or was it a 49ers choke? So I'm going to get diving into that deep really quick. But before we get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you're a Seahawks fan, because I do all coverage on Seahawks fans. and the Seahawks as well. Also, along with a variety of other teams, which was why I'm called all around sports. All those non-fans that might be asking. But without further ado, let's talk about those 40 Whiners losing to my Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks, they really did a heck of a job this week. And I called the win, by the way, as I had the Seahawks picked. But I want to dive in deep because I think it's a little bit of both. Because if we look at the stats, I'm going to pull them up on my screen. The Seahawks had 289 yards, while the 49ers were only limited to 277, which, by the way, CMC didn't play that much of a factor. Seahawks defense did a really good job of limiting him. They were doing a really good job of limiting him. And then also, total passing yards for the Seahawks, 195, and then the 49ers had 146 yards. And then the Niners had us beating the rushing yards game because we're up and down in our run game pretty much. But we were pretty even on yards per play at 49 each. We were outgained in first downs by 2, still ended up winning. We were 6 of 13, still won the game. We were 1 of 2 on fourth down, while the Niners didn't even try. And then total plays, the Seahawks had more plays with 59. They had 4 sacks on Brock Purdy, and then forced 3 punts on him. And the Niners, they were killing themselves with their penalties, having 9 penalties for 54 yards, and then had no fumbles lost, but primarily the 2 interceptions won by each team. But the Niners, this could likely be the end of their season because if we look at the Niners' schedule, it's not getting any easier from here. You've got the Packers next week, and then you've got the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night that week. And then you still have to face the Rams, you still got to face the Cardinals again, and you still have to face the Detroit Lions. And then also along with the Bears, which I think you guys should win against the Bears. But to all those Niner fans that said that the Seahawks were going to get swept by you, what you got to say now, huh? Because fact of the matter is, the Seahawks still own the 49ers and have owned them since 2014's NFC Championship game. Y'all might have more championships, but when was the last time you won a Super Bowl? 1995. While the Seahawks and Rams have each combined for 3 total Super Bowls in combined, which the Niners' chances of winning the West are pretty much done. And that's pretty much what is coming down to in the NFC West, as I'm going to pull up the standings. Currently, right now, the Cardinals are in the lead of the division. The Seahawks will face them this week, which I believe that win that the Seahawks had has given them a little bit of juice to kind of get them back into a little group. So let's say the Seahawks win next week. If they win, they would have to have the Rams lose on Sunday night next week against the Philadelphia Eagles, and then they would be number 1 of the division for at least a week because they have the head-to-head advantage against the 49ers. But Geno, this man, he was winless against the 49ers, but Geno, that run from 12 yards out, holy cow, I was shocked when he did that because originally when he ran the ball, I thought he was going to go out of bounds, but when he scored that touchdown, he gave a Steph Curry-like night-night signal to the San Francisco 49ers. And hey, it's the state of the Golden State Warriors. But, man, that was just awesome seeing Geno do that night-night. The little night-night to the 49ers. That was so freaking awesome. Sorry about that in the background. My mom's trying to get something. But, anyways, the Niners, their season is likely over. Their season's likely done because I think, and I said this going into this week, that they need to win the division in order to make the playoffs. And it's pretty much looking like that right now because the team, hey, the NFC North is by far a lot stronger than we had expected. The Detroit Lions are looking like the best team in the NFL. The Vikings have been looking dominant lately. The Packers, they've been on a hot streak. And then Eagles and then the Commanders. Pretty much the teams that I could see right now making the playoffs are the Lions, the Cardinals, Eagles, and Falcons. But Then the wild card spots would be filled up by either the Washington Commanders or the Philadelphia Eagles. Depends on who wins that division. And then the Vikings and the Packers. Pretty much it's between those teams. So whoever wins this division of the NFC West is going to be the lone team in the playoffs. But I said this from the beginning of the season. I'm not expecting my Seahawks to win the division. I'm not expecting it at all. But I will take this Niners win as our Super Bowl. So no matter what happens the rest of this year, it was a successful year in my mind. So happy the Seahawks finally exercised their demons against the 49ers and finally brought them back down to earth and showed the 49ers the window is shut to win a Super Bowl. And the Seahawks, with that win, have shut the Niners' hopes of winning a Super Bowl. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think the Seahawks won that game or if the Niners choked? Let me know in the comments what you think. My Robbie and my little puppy Sarabi is saying bye-bye, especially to the Niners season. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. And Niners, good luck in the long run. Ciao for now.